Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another chapter in the case of what we learn when we travel. Uh, I had trouble with a passport. A passport to get out of where we are here back in Kenya. That's where I had the trouble at the airport singing. They didn't like my singing there, and they arrested me and Jackson right away for my singing alone. Apparently they get very upset with people who look like me. I'm not being prejudicial here. Just singing in a boring, horrible airport. And I said I was singing because I'm happy. I'm happy because Timmy is now quite well. Quite well. The reason why me and Jackson were on this trip is to meet up with Timmy. He always wanted to go to Timbuktu, and I said, yeah, that is an actual place. I had a Bavarian beer festival there one time. You know, people pay to come in, it's like beer fest, a Bavarian beer there in this part of the world. It's another business mistake of mine. They didn't know what the hell it was. I ended up giving it away. Some of them used it for fertilizer, but the beer drinkers, they're not there in Timbuktu. They're not. At any rate, that's where Timmy is right now. Timmy was doing his own show, stand-up comedy. I don't know, they don't understand a word he's saying, but they're just laughing and they're just carrying on. And he has fun doing stand-up, so we're going to meet up with him later. Meanwhile, we're just chilling out here at the B&B till my passport problems get fixed. I had a big fight with one of their presidents here in this country. It's not the present one, it's two back. We had a fight over some gambling debt. I owed him some money after we were gambling there, and I never paid him. I just took off to Nigeria real quick, and then he didn't know what the heck happened. Yeah, I was a stowaway on one of those lunch trucks. I was a stowaway on a lunch truck. It was pretty dangerous because, you figure every afternoon they're stopping at some business to sell them gyros and pierogies. Gyros and pierogies, it was called. And they might even put I don't know, they might put some nachos in there for you too. It's African cuisine. That's all that the guy kept saying. Don't you worry about it. It is African cuisine. They'll all love it in this. These country loves their natural native foods. Their natural native food. And that's what we do here. But I have to go back to India. So I cannot process any more business here. You have an opportunity to buy this franchise. Well, what's the name of the franchise? Leprechaun Inc. You know what leprechauns are, don't you? Okay. Well, sometimes I do buy legitimate businesses, and I never heard of this one. Okay. How much do you want for your franchise? It's the food truck. And why is that your food truck over there? But everything is in some foreign language except for this big red tape around it called Roach Coach. What's up with Roach Coach? How am I supposed to make... It was a joke. It's a simple joke that the local police department plays on me. They'll just give them a few dollars and they'll leave you alone. There you are. So I said, okay, fine. How much you want for it? Like I said, how much? Aside from your car, I would like $25,000. Okay, would you take checks? I heard about you. What? My money's no good for you? No, your checks are no good. I don't want your money though. All right, I'll arrange that. Jackson has that. He has that much money in his back pocket. As you know, he had his own side business as a... before everything erupted with the negativity towards clowns, he had a thriving clown business in elementary school. He not that he was the clown. He hired people to be clowns. He was like a clown broker. And people would call, and he'd be answering the phone. And goes, "What are you doing?" And he'd say, "Yeah, at 4 o'clock, we'll go over there for your child's birthday party. Clarence the Clown." And then there was Maybelline. And then there was another clown named Pope Francis. But they all loved doing the children's parties. But that's what we were doing. I was waiting on the parade that was supposed to go by here today. There was a parade here, and then I don't even remember where I am today. Can you believe it? But who cares? It's so nice. I hear it. I hear it knock a mix, and it's finally nice. But man, you guys, it stayed cold for you guys, didn't it? I just love the local paper. I do speak Swahili. I just do. I won a contest once for being the most clever idiot savant that they've ever met, the most clever one. But I said, listen, I resent that name anymore, that label, savant. Idiot is okay, but the savant part I have a problem with, because I don't eat cheese. I don't eat cheese. So why are you calling me a savant? Okay. Well, here they got all kinds of cartoons now. I'm very jealous because I might see my twin brother James. He's a cartoonist, and I was always doing these portraits of. I didn't have much of a career, but I did do a few governors of state for their capital portraits. I almost got the. I almost got the Obama portrait. This was afterwards, of course, but the almost got that one. Yeah, apparently they don't think I'm 3/4 Native American. It shouldn't keep me from being President Trump. But my good friend Elizabeth Warren had that problem. Poor Elizabeth. We were good friends there back at the reservation. Well, you had to have reservations to be on in that restaurant. That's about the damage that was caused to her to have reservations. Why? Because I'm part Native American. No, we're not meaning anything by that at all. It's just that the restaurants, the reservations meaning you're going to show up at this time. We'll save a table for you. We'll keep brushing the cockroaches off there, so it's nice and fresh for you. Yeah, we also have a food truck business too. Oh, well, we'll get back to you later. Here's some dirty water to drink. We'll be right back. But right back here, they got the don't put officers in precarious positions. Officers. It's funny about the English language, the play on words. Officers. What officers? You're not going to listen to someone who doesn't have a badge and all this stuff. You're not going to listen to him say, you can't tell me what to do. You're not my dad or mom, man. You can't tell me what to do. But someone in a badge and a uniform can tell you what to do. Why is that? Because you understand and have seen from television shows that these people who dress like that, they can forcibly put you in a car, take you to the station, put you in front of a kangaroo court, allow their business of judicial system work, Okay, the lawyers get their cut, the judge gets his cut, his or her cut, the state and the local county get their cut from the fines and all their stuff, and it's an endless cycle. Didn't we have a revolutionary war over the whole matter? Because how can someone represent me and ignore all that? They're not representing me. No, sir. So I'm just going to say it. I'm going to read what this guy says. I can relate to this too. As a retired police officer and deputy sheriff, we've seen cartoons where there was like a little dog as a deputy sheriff. Okay, well, I am really concerned about the position our officers are put in by governors and mayors nationwide. The precarious position is that, negative people usually shoot at you and they don't want to be arrested. What are you talking about? I'm going to read further. Must have something to do with the virus. Something they can't see, and it's so small they can't see, but a human being they can. I guess because they got a target. I don't know. But anyway, we took an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States. So did Trump. All right, but anyway, but the officers are being put in a precarious position by demands handed down by some of the political hacks. I'm not going to say Democrat or just say political hacks. I got a lot of money to make to keep you from working, believe me. Because you got nothing, you're going to watch my stupid blog. I'm not going to say, I think it's neat. You've got nothing else to do. That's all. My brain is really ridiculous sometimes, like right now. But a good example of this was when the governor of one of our southern states, picking on the South, How did state troopers respond to a church service? I believe the troopers ran the registration plates and issued citations. I personally would not have enforced this demand by the governor, even if I faced disciplinary action. This is a retired police officer, that's why he can say this. This type of government control is dangerous and can't be overlooked. Well, I'm just curious, and I hope I'm just being myself being prejudgmental in this comment. But I don't think this guy would be half as pissed if these cops responded to a black church. Obviously, this was a white church. That's what got the attention, right? Yeah, I mean, they're blowing them up before now, you know. But if it's a white church, just taking down names, taking down people's names who are attending this service. But you know it's a white church. But if I'm wrong, I would not only apologize, but I would be very impressed, because then I'd say, you know what? I'm a cynical idiot. I should not assume 100% about anything, including my own sanity. But I'll let you judge that. See, anyone who lets himself say what I just said and mean it, I didn't mean that. You gotta be insane. It's like giving up your constitutional rights for a credit card. My rights to privacy? No, I don't need that. There's a epidemic. I don't need any right of privacy or anything. No, don't worry about that. Giving up any constitutional right for safety. You not only don't deserve a constitution, you don't deserve a country. Because, see, I'm neither Democrat or Republican, like I said. But this kind of mindset is an insult to me and my Creator. That's all. Too many people died for things like that. But, well, at any rate, I'm doing my commentary. I don't know if I'm going to post this. I'm just having fun. Jackson just came walking down the steps. He's smiling. He realized that I don't have music playing. See, if I had music playing, it wouldn't be so boring. Do you have your phone with you with your music? Because my iPhone can't play through the speaker I have here.
Just play through its normal thing and put it behind it.
What?
Just play it through its normal speaker then.
Yeah, but I can't do a video at the same time. See, even I know that. See, I can't play it. You see, I'm trying to play this, and the battery is low. The battery is low, and I cannot play it.
Well, that's why, dumbass.
But the battery was out on this one. This is my throwaway phone when I use overseas when I'm doing, let's just call it cleanup work. Cleaner. You know? And anyway, what I'm trying to say is, Jackson has a phone that will be adaptable to this cheap little box. You'd be amazed. You'd be amazed about the sound quality. But you know what? I think this is dead too. Like my heart. Do you have that battery yet? Did you get the drugstore batteries for my? I couldn't afford a pacemaker. What I bought was a set of wires. It's only at night I need the pacemaker. So I got a set of real lightweight wires leading to a collector system underneath the wheel of a hamster wheel, the hamster cage. So I have a hamster on there running at night, and it's doing this kinetic electricity going through there, and I'm getting a constant flow of just enough juice to keep the pacemaker, which I said, don't install it in me, man. I mean, it has a little like hooks, maybe, you know. All I got to do is just, if you can take it, just every night I have to do this. I just take this. It's as big as my fist. It's a pacemaker. I stab it right into my heart. And then you just go, oh, you fall asleep from the pain, but it keeps your heart going, because that hamster is just constantly making the pacemaker work. But, you know, you got to be clever these days with your money. Yeah, I lost everything. I had that business venture there. I had another one where I sponsored, I got a letter from somebody in the Amazon there, the Amazon Indians, their plight, of course, and I'm all for the plight of the Native American, including the Native South American as well. They actually they still have it, even worse, but, well, they wanted to sell me an indoor ice skating rink. You know, they even had their own national, team, ice skating team there. You know, along the equator. I thought that was hot, but it's an indoor, so so I bought it. You know, it was a steal. It was like something like 1.2 mil, which sounds like a lot of money, but it ain't my money, right? The kids who buy the tickets to go ice skating, it'll pay for that in a month. I'm sure they're in that hot place. Well, here it was just a warehouse with a few ice cubes scattered on the floor, and no one who lives there, if they even live nearby, could even afford to go in their ice skate, even if it was a real ice. So I lost money again. But the Trump administration keeps giving me money to see about businesses we can start in the United States that might be successful. So they trust Donald Trump himself. I'm handpicked. He trusts me to have the business acumen to be able to really hands-on see if it'll work or not. And that's what it did. Ice skating in the Amazon, no. In any event, I'm going to sign off. I don't know if I'm going to post this or not, but it's kind of long. But I'm just enjoying the day. So everybody, you just hang in there during this disease time and make the best of it, I guess. How do you do that? All right, let me get this.